Hey guys, my name is Anthony and in today's video I'm going to be showcasing IRL. I'm not sure what round it is, but this is at the USA Circuit of the Americas. So if you want to see more videos similar to this and you're new to the channel, make sure to hit the like button and stick around by subscribing to the channel. This is a league that I race on Sundays, and you may be wondering, but you don't stream on Sundays, so how comes you race on Sundays but you don't stream them? It's because this league is the league that I am solely a reserve driver in, so I only race in this league when I'm needed and I have the time to do so. So I'm not a full-time driver like WOR or TSRL in this league, I'm just a reserve driver. But this is a pretty good league to join if you're on Xbox and you're looking to get your feet wet into league racing. So make sure to contact FRA Dark on Twitter. I'll leave his Twitter link in the description so that you guys can contact him if you want to join this league as a full-time driver. So as you can see, we made it into Q2, and this is actually the quickest lap that we did in Q2, which was our first run. So I'm going to leave you guys here and let you guys see a lap of the Circuit of the Americas.
There's only one lap of fuel remaining.
So as we come up to the final couple of corners now, this wasn't necessarily a great lap. I had no practice for this because, as I said, I'm a reserves driver for this, so I only hop in when I'm really needed, and I don't really know what tracks they're doing until I'm literally in the lobby. And the track was still a little bit slippery out there, so as you can see, we passed the line to do a 33.2, which was the fastest lap at the time. You don't want to be doing 33.2s around here if you want to be really competitive in this tier, which is tier 1. But as you can see, moving on to our last lap now, we just invalidated the lap slightly, and because of our slower run at the beginning of Q2, we ended up getting knocked out. So we're going to be doing a soft to medium strategy for this one, and the main reason for that is because I'm an idiot and I didn't choose the medium tires. So as we got the 5 lights and away we go, we're on the soft tires, so we ended up getting quite a decent start compared to the guys around us who was on hards and mediums respectively. But going into turn 1, you have to go really slow if you're on the inside there, which allowed some of the guys that we passed before to get back ahead of us, like FRA Square, for example, who you may be familiar with if you watch some of my WOR League Racing highlight content, because he's also in that league as well. And as you can see, there's contact everywhere, there's front wings flying everywhere, and everyone's just going as hard as they can. And at this point, I just decided to take it a little bit easy and just try and keep myself within a respectable distance of certain people, just so that I don't end up making contact with them. And as we come up to this corner now, I'm on the soft tires, Cole is on the medium tires, so I decide to go for the move and get ahead of him because I don't want to be behind somebody who is on the medium tires. But we didn't really get the best of launches off of that corner, so Cole ends up getting past us again, and we got a yellow flag and we got a full course safety car at this point. And I decided to just stay on soft tires because, you know, they pretty much were fresh tires, and I didn't really want to change tires and lose track position at that early stage. So as we move on to lap 9 now, you can see the audio is kind of weird for some reason on this track, but as you can see, there's a yellow flag in front of us, and the red ball ended up spinning or something. I'm not sure what happened to him, but he ended up spinning out basically, and we got a free position on him. And then moving on to lap 11 now, this is when I decide to pit alongside Easton, who is just ahead of us in the AlphaTauri. And on the first stint for soft tires, you're probably going to want to be doing, you know, roughly about 9 to say 12 laps. So that's what we did. We did 11 laps and then pitted. And I think that AlphaTauri had a 5-second stop and go penalty, because you can see here, we go into the pits at the same time. We do a pit stop of 2.6 seconds, and then we just shoot off ahead of him. So I'm assuming he had a stop and go penalty that he had to do. So that was another free position, basically from him, because he had that penalty. And as we come out in P9 now, we skip all the way to lap 15, which is when we catch up P8, which is FRA Ronha, and we go for the move because he's on the hard tyres, I'm on the medium tyres. I don't really want to be behind him. He is a really quick driver from what I understand. I'm not too familiar with him, but I know that he is a pretty quick driver, so I wanted to try and get ahead of him as quickly as I can. As we have a little bit of a battle here, we finally make the move stick after we go through these, go through that annoying left-hander on the Circuit of Americas. One of the worst corners on the track in my opinion. And then moving on to lap 16, as you can see, Ronha tries to go for the move again, but we managed to get the switch back on him, and it was pretty good battling with someone of his talent, someone who is as quick as him, because I don't really know many people in this league except for a few names. So going on to lap 18 now, you can see I'm going for the move again under DRS zone, and he turns into me, he ghosts, and then he completely spins out. So I'm not sure what happened to him there. He did say afterwards that he got spun out a few times. I'm assuming he meant me as well, but as you can see, I clearly never touched him, so I'm not sure what happened to him there. Maybe it was some desync or something. The game has been really buggy recently, so I don't know. But as we move on to lap 23, as you can see, FRA Lunis, I think you say his name, I think that's how you say his name. He ends up passing us on the soft tyres, and as you can see, we got a pretty bad turn in for turn 1, and AMS Cole, who we passed but I believe during the safety car, just after the safety car, sorry, he's now on the soft tyres, and he's going to be way quicker than me on those soft tyres, whilst I am on roughly 13 lap old medium. So he shoots off ahead, and as we move on to the final lap now, because not really much happened after that, we stayed in P8 pretty much the rest of that time. You can see now as we pass that left-hander that something happened to AMS Cole. I think he ended up getting contact with Easton, who is in front of him, and he ended up spinning out, which gave us a free position to P7. So as we come up to the final couple of corners now, P14 to P7 wasn't a bad result for me, considering that I'm a reserve driver and didn't practice. So as we cross off the line, we actually get promoted to P6, as Easton had quite a lot of penalties. So that's pretty much going to be it for this race. P14 to P6 was really good in my opinion, considering I had no practice for this race, and I'm not the best at the Circuit of Americas either. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as I said, go to the description below and make sure to follow FRA Dark if you want to join this league and try and get in as a full-time driver in one of their tiers. And once again, if you're new to the channel and you want to see more league race highlight content and live streams on the channel, then make sure to hit the like button and stick around by subscribing to the channel. We're almost at 2,000 subscribers, which is crazy for me to even be saying this right now. I can't believe that I'm almost at 2,000 subscribers. The support you guys have been showing me has been incredible, so thank you very much for that, and I'll see you guys in my next video.